Hello, teacher friend. This is Denise Lee, the creator of this food truck entrepreneurship project. My students enjoy doing this project so much, and I hope that yours do as well. It took my students about 7 42-minute class periods to complete this. We know as teachers, some are going to complete it quicker because they are hurrying through the prompts and the parts of the project, and some are going to take their time and it's going to take them a little bit longer to complete the project. So pacing, I would recommend that you would set aside a good school week and then see where your students are before you extend that deadline. A lot of the components of this project is editable. Like on this first slide, I have that the students are given a $45,000 startup investment budget. This can be edited if you would like to change it to a bigger or a smaller number. Also, I have several suggestions on this slide for beverage trucks, food trucks, consumable good carts, service kiosks, and so forth. If you feel that there are some that you'd like to add, you can absolutely add to this list as well. The reason that we are doing a mobile business is because it's a simple startup and it would be much more doable for the students for this simple startup project. This is a business briefing, and you see that I have a lot of nudges, hints, tips, resources, and links in the margin of this particular page. I do that throughout the project so that students are learning while they are prompted to use their critical thinking and creativity. So here is the executive summary, and in the margin, I'm telling them exactly what 6 components that executive summary should include. In this particular slide, you see that there is a lot going on in the margin, and the students are to complete here in the body of the slide. They're designing and buying their food truck. So they are to watch this video first. This is a video of me introducing really the food truck industry as I'm in Central Park in New York City. And then this talks a bit about what they're going to be doing for the creation. And this is a site that I recommend called usedfoodtrucks.com, where they can go shopping for a used food truck. Now, this is not the only used food truck file. Sometimes there are some for big cities in your area. But again, I prompt students to look on the web so that this is as real world as possible. On the right side of this slide, this is a very robust collection of clip art of food trucks that students can use. And at the end of this file, this link here, there are a lot of accessories that they can use to build the food truck. I included some of these student examples of what my students created, just kind of to get the students' creative juices flowing and to show them the caliber of work that is expected for this file. The entrepreneurial profile was always so fun for me to do with the kids. Now here I discuss what a professional profile picture should look like. And believe it or not, this was a bit of a struggle for some of the students, but a great learning opportunity. They're actually going to shop for the equipment and the supplies, staying within the budget that is designated on the first slide. And again, I included an example here so that students can see what it might look like when that particular slide is done. There is a video explaining to them what the equipment is for a food truck. And my students found this to be really eye-opening of how much food truck equipment can cost. And on this slide, of course, they are shopping for consumables, the supplies that would be needed for a food truck, doing the same thing, using a real resource link where a real food truck, or if they're doing a flour truck or whatever, where they would actually shop. This is our total investment file, and it is a worksheet that walks the students through how much their total investment would be for the business. They're conducting a marketing mix as well as identifying their target market by demographic descriptors. They're also building out marketing strategies. They're identifying 3 ways in which to advertise, and they're building their brand, even creating a logo. They're going to be completing a SWOT analysis. And again, I put all of the information that students will need as a great review on SWOT analysis right on the slide. This is where they're creating a menu for their food truck if they are doing food. If they're not doing food, like if they're doing a pet grooming truck, then they're going to be listing the services that they are providing for the pets. They can simply just put their artwork over this on that slide. Here they're actually shopping for groceries and such for their business. And on this one, they are going to be searching the web for the inside of a dog grooming truck or the inside of a food truck so that they really get a good idea of what this business might be. If they're doing a food truck, my students found this very fun. Again, this can be deleted if you don't want to include it. But if they have a hot wing truck or pizza, they're going to be putting that on the plate. Students are prompted to do a grand opening Instagram post as well at the end of this file. I always make sure my students can see the rubric so they know what they're going to be graded on in the file, and the rubric is included as well. Again, my students really enjoyed this entrepreneurship file, and I certainly hope that yours do as well. Thank you so much for your interest and your support in my small business.